member, they triage you out immediately. So I went to friends and family members before Natalie was killed. Hey, will you distract that guy while I steal this little white?
No, that's mine.
Oh!
Rat Rod Hood ornament. It says Hero Driver, and he's got a tire track standing on his radiator, holding his steering wheel. I rolled my last mini truck, so my mom got me that.
Said I'd come back, but now I feel like I'm creeping on you at your workplace.
Oh, no, you're fine. I gotta clock out, and then I'm gonna grab a couple beers, and I'll be over there.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Thank you. My eyeballs. That's always fun. All right, that is cooling it down. It's gonna cool me down too. Fuck all of you goddamn pieces of shit. Just watch. And all of you who made excuses without coming forward. You promised to help and then you can't because you're sick or your kid's sick. Well, that's not what the cops said. The cops said I didn't try to help and that you weren't willing to help. Your actions show that they were right. Your actions show that you weren't willing to help. But your words show that you were. You say trust actions, not words. Well, maybe you should pay attention to words that lead to those actions. So you don't look at the actions of Natalie Bollinger towards me or her friends and family towards me. You ignore all of that. You ignore all of the abuse. You ignore all of the places that I went to. Well, there goes Keith. He does have a really cool hood ornament, though. That guy over at Denny's, it's real nice. He's still a coward, and he's still a fucking idiot. And he's still a little bitch for trying to play victim. And he ran away like a little bitch and let people hurt me. See, that's the problem with dumbasses like him. He's still a dumbass. Whether I like Mike McKinnister or not. And any dumb motherfucker who's going to try playing victim because he did something stupid can kiss my ass. He was embarrassed because I had a mental breakdown from abuse. I don't give a fuck if he's embarrassed. I care about stopping the abuse. And him being a dumb fucking cunt is all on him. You don't like that word? Well, the word cunt is used for people who get other people hurt or injured, which is exactly what Mike McKinnister did.
All right, what do you want to do here?
Well, I get treated like I'm a liar no matter what I say, and people don't generally admit to anybody at all why it is that they're not able to help. And then when I explain it, I get treated like I was a liar. So I figured I'd let you explain about, you know, that you were going to go in and help me on Monday and why you couldn't. And that way it's not passed off as if I wasn't trying to get help.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or that I had somehow, you know, treated you like a horrible person and now you didn't want to.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not it at all.
All right, this is my YouTube channel here. It's called Sean David.
What's that?
I said it's my YouTube channel. It's
yeah.
called Sean.
Yeah, Jenna was telling me about it.
Here you go.
So, I don't,
Oh, sorry, I'm making this complicated, aren't I?
I'm not exactly sure. Let's see here. So what I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to say here. I mean,
did I ask you to go in with me on Monday?
no, I offered.
See, he offered. That's a good person. Now, why aren't you able to go?
I have to work Monday. One of our other employees had quit, and so now I am working more hours and not able to at this time. But I would have liked to, and I would have, but I have to work, so. And I feel bad that I couldn't do it because I do want to help, and I do. I would like to help and do anything that I can to help if I can. So.
I had several hundred people that wanted to help, and then stuff like work got in the way and things
Right.
like that. So what the police said, my public pretenders didn't bother with trying to get a hold of any witnesses, and no police officer bothered to get a hold of any of the witnesses.
Right.
And then when they arrested me, they tried claiming that I wasn't trying to get help and that nobody would help me, probably because of the way that I act. But the reality is that I went to people for help. They were telling me they didn't have the money, they had to work, things like that. And that's not what the cops said. They also said that nobody would help me. And the thing is, a lot of people had tried to help and were cut off. And I've got hundreds of recordings of that.
That's not for a police officer to say that. That's the way I feel about it.
Well, they lied in every one of my court dates, and since I have the court paperwork, I can prove that. I also have the paperwork with the public pretenders to show they didn't do their jobs,
So this is a good thing.
and
So-
recordings with them. It's a matter of nobody's gonna do their jobs if I go in by myself.
Right.
But I'm still going in Monday. I have to. I've got a scheduled meeting.
Well, know that I am, I consider you a friend, I mean, we haven't known each other that long, but if there's anything I can do to help, I definitely will, and because I just want to see the best for you, and I don't want to see anybody, I know how it is to struggle, I've been there, done that, and so anything I can do to help, this is what I want to do, so that's that.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Was I mean to you for saying you weren't able to go?
No, not at all.
All right. 'cause
No, we're just having just normal conversation. Things happen.
That's one of the things I try to explain on my YouTube channel, because there's a lot of people that said that they would, and then when they weren't able to, and the cops lied. I was railroaded because of those lies. And then when I went back to my friends, I was like, "Hey, could you please finally speak up like you promised you would?" "Oh, Sean, you fucked up. You shouldn't have done this, and you should have done that." I'm like, I did things out of desperation because people weren't showing up. People were repeatedly rescheduling, and the longer they rescheduled, the more harm it resulted in me taking, because nobody did anything to put a stop to it. That resulted in me going coast to coast. You'd be surprised at how many meth addicts and drug addicts and alcoholics I stayed with, and their volatility. A lot of them are real nice, like that guy in the orange shirt earlier.
Yeah.
He was super nice, super annoying, but super nice.
Right.
But he obviously wasn't going to be doing anything helpful for me.
Right. Yeah. I know how I was all strung out on meth in Portland, and that's why I moved here, is to get off of it. And I haven't touched the stuff in 4.5 years. So
I tried it in Nebraska right after high school, and it put me to sleep, so it wasn't for me. But I did try it.
right.
That was over 20 years ago. But a lot of my friends ended up getting strung out on it. It's not the meth that's killing most of them. It's infections from the needles.
Oh
or
yeah. Right. Yeah. See,
arguments, or
I never did. I don't like needles. I do not like needles. I can't stand it. That's even the doctor. So
well, that's good, because if you're a gacker, you literally cannot hide that from anyone.
no. No.
You do the gacker dance.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. So right before I left Portland, I was going to go check out books on paranoia, and then I stopped myself and I realized, you know why you're going to check out books on paranoid? Because you're high.
Yeah.
So that's enough of that. Anyways, okay. Are we okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I want to thank you for offering, and with the rescheduling thing, when you realized that you knew that you weren't going to be able to, you did something most people don't do. Instead of letting me know immediately, so that I can plan accordingly.
Yeah.
You let me know immediately. Most people will say, "All right, I'll call you at 2:00." And then 2:00 rolls around. I try calling them at 3.
Right. Yeah. No. Yeah.
And then 3 days later, they get back a hold of me. "Fuck you, dude. What the fuck?"
That
are
would
you
be
doing,
awfully
buddy?"
shitty of me to do, to offer, not you asking me, but for me to offer and then shit on you. That would be no good. That's not what a friend would do. So
I got hundreds of friends that did exactly that.
Okay,
so thank
well,
you for not being like that.
yeah. Yeah.
You're not the only Scott I know today. I met another Scott today too.
No, really.
Yeah.
Well, this is good. All right. Well, I'm gonna head home, my friend.
Yes, sir. Thank
right.
you. You rock.
All right, man. Have a great day. Do
I'll
your
at least
best anyway.
pretend to.
All right.
Thank you. At least it's cool in the shade now that it finally grew this way.
Yeah. Right.
got another troll on here. Of course, we know what to do with these guys, don't we? Of course we do. Hide user on this channel. And blam. There's a lot of nice people here. A good person to tell the truth. A good person doesn't prey on somebody's communication disabilities. A good person doesn't drill the victim. A good person doesn't change the subject over and over and over again when their friend is coming to them for help. And if a friend isn't able to help, well, they say so. But the thing is, if you don't know what's going on, you don't know if you can help or not. And if you're a friend, you want to know what's going on. You want to know your friends are safe. You want to know people are not hurting them, are not taking advantage of them. I can't take care of myself. I get physically exhausted way too easily. So many things make my back hurt, make my fingers tingly. I have Tourette syndrome, so I do this with my wrist, but it makes my fingers tingle. Like the annoying needles in the bottom of your foot going to sleep kind of tingle. It's not fun.